8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Brown on to send it away. Darius Davis to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Got a man, it's Gesicki. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From midfield now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Back to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running left, it's Dobbins. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate Smith. And they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. That's to the sideline, it's a catch by Williams. Oh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And he makes the Hats go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game 7-7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. He'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great work by the Wisconsin rookie to find the right throw and get them the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Play action on 1st down. Has it at the 7. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Williams. And he gets in, touchdown! The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. now Brown on to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 36. That's complete to Gesicki outright. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Looking to the air here. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, looking to throw. Finds McConkey. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pass is caught at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal. They bring their tight end left. Throwing now from the gun. He brings it in. It's an LA touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it'll be second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Going left side, Williams with it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Another run for Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 2 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Broncos would take the lead with a score. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He'll get this one to Brown. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tyler Newbin with the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun handoff to Garendo. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Williams. Has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Brown on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Brown on to send it away. Has it at the 11. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed to Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send a receiver in motion right. Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Broncos get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Junior Coulson bringing an end to that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Now Brown on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action here. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Dobbins punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers drop the lead back to 13. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing off the play fake here. Catch is made down the right sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll throw on first. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push the lead to 20. Now Brown on to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. He finds McConkey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing from the gun here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throw on third down. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Williams on the carry. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one. come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now, off play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. Running down the left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Pickup of 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. Little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they push their lead to 23.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
On the return, here comes Davis. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought down by Quay Walker.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's the end of the 3rd.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Chargers have it to start the 4th in a game that seems pretty far out of reach. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick-6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They send a man in motion. Second and 10 now. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Broncos regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. This is Williams. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4. You're going to have to explain this one to me. They are punting from inside the red zone. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. A give to Dobbins. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. It goes, there's no gain on the 3rd down run, and now they face 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Williams coming in motion right. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. This could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Broncos nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going with Dobbins here. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Throwing from the gun. He's got it to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So it's a win for the Broncos. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals.